Namaste, everyone. Welcome to part 4 of this 8-part beginner's yoga series. So if you would, take a seat in a nice comfortable position. And let's take a couple of really deep inhales. So inhale all the way down to your belly. And this time I want you to breathe out of your mouth. And one more time, inhale, all the way down your throat in, expand the belly, and then exhale out. So that way, you're possibly expelling any kind of tension or abnormalities you may be experiencing at this particular moment. And now come into your normal breath and see how it's doing. You don't have to regulate it. And taking these few moments to just really become grounded, centered, balanced. It's quite important to do before your practice, and possibly other things that may come into your life. Taking a moment to just be. If your eyes are closed, you can open them up and let's get moving. So now we'll move into Ujjayi breath. So inhale your arms up, inhale up, really reach up, and exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way up. Feel that breath coming in, and exhale all the way out. Belly button goes way in. Inhale, reach up. Just starting to get some movement. And then take the left arm down, arch over, keeping that opposite hip down on the ground, but noticing that great stretch all the way up and down that side. And then come on up, reach the arms up, inhale, and then exhale over to the other side. Keeping your shoulder, that top shoulder, kind of tilted up towards the sky. And then come on back up, and let's get a little dynamic. So bring that left arm over, and then come on back up, and then to the other side. So we're just starting to get some side movements. So remember to do your breath. Inhale up, exhale over, inhale up, and exhale over. And then come on back up, take your left hand to your right knee and twist around to that side. Moving the rib cage, taking a breath, starting to move your organs around. And then bring your arms back up to the sky, and then just gently go around to the other side, twisting around to the opposite side. It's all about balance in yoga. Okay, let's get dynamic. So inhale your arms up, exhale over to the other side. So left hand, right knee, inhale up, exhale, opposite side, just moving nice and slowly. Another form of warming up. Inhale up, twist around to the other side, come on back down. And one more time to the other side, inhale up, and exhale all the way back down. All right, come on back to center and just pause. Notice how your center may be warming up a little bit, meaning your abdomen area. So take your hands and clasp them behind your back. And if you can't clasp, you can certainly grab your elbows and just open up the chest area now. We need to do that every day if we're hunching over, right? And then bring your arms around the other way. Maybe clasp your hands, your fingers a little different. And then press forward. Relax your shoulders down, so try not to hunch up. Relax them down. Press your palms out front and feel the stretch in those nice forearms. And then let's rotate, unclasp, rotate your wrist around one way. Rotate it around the other way. It really doesn't matter which way. Maybe go in. Here, I'll show you a little trick that gets your mind going. So make a figure 8 with your wrist, okay? Just make a figure 8. And just notice what's going on. And then go in the opposite direction. Yep, just move it around. Little fun stuff. So flick your fingers out a little bit. Great. Come on, let's come on to tabletop. Next to our mascot this morning, Terry. So wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. I'll do a couple of cat-cows. So inhale, round your back up. Exhale down into cow. So you're doing a sway back, right? Inhale, round the back. Exhale down, feeling all the different movements, the muscles that are working. Inhale, round your back up. Exhale down. And then come to a nice flat back. And remember, at any time you can sit back into child's pose. That's fine. Okay, take your right leg way back. Bring the ball of the foot to the floor. Press the heel back. So feeling a nice stretch in that right limb. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. It's so nice to stretch that out. And then bring it down and bring the left leg back, left ball of the foot to the floor. And feel that nice stretch going out. All right, come on back down. All right, let's try our bird dog. All right, now bring the right leg out, okay, and have it, find your balance. And then bring the left arm forward, okay? And just hold it there. Find the balance. It's really nice to kind of start with something like this that's communicating to all different parts of your body. I mean, you're completely safe. It's not like you're standing. You can always bring a leg down, an arm down at any time. And then come on back down. Okay, bring the left leg back, right arm forward. And it's always interesting to know if one side is a little bit off balance than the other. It's just good information to know. And then come on back down. All right, let's sit back into child's pose. We'll give our wrist a little bit of a break. Rounding it around the other way. Maybe bring the forehead all the way down to the floor to get the back stretched out. And then come on back up. All right, let's get our abdominals going, okay? So bring the right leg out. Bring the right knee into the nose and do your little cat. And bring it way out. Knee into the nose. Way out, yep. Knee into the nose. And way out. Knee into the nose. Now hold it there. Can you hold your knee into your nose? Just getting a little bit more strength. Again, I'm teaching you this so that maybe you'll be able to bring your foot through your hand easily. And also getting an ab workout. Come on back down. Okay, other side. Inhale, way out. Exhale in. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, way out. Exhale in. One more time, way out. And then bring your knee into your nose and hold it. and just hold it there, okay? Notice all the workings that have to go on to do something like this. And then come on back down to tabletop. Okay, let's come into our first downward dog. So curl your toes under, lift the sit bones up. Remember, keep your knees bent. Okay, all 5 fingers are facing forward. Some of you may need to angle your wrist out. It depends upon what feels right. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. And yes, we're attempting to move the heels to the floor, but we may not be able to do that, and that's okay. The main function that should be highlighted in this pose is the elongation of the spine so that you're not rounded or jetting your ribs out too much, and really bringing your navel towards your back vertebrae. All right, let's come on down to tabletop. Sit back in a child's pose. Take a breath. Come on back up to tabletop. Curl your toes under and come on into downward facing dog. And then come on back down to tabletop. We're doing a little flow now. Sit back into child's pose. Take a breather. Come on back up to tabletop. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog. I've left my toes curled under, but you don't have to. Come on down to tabletop. Sit back into child's pose. Come on back up to tabletop and downward facing dog. Hold it here. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale. Okay, gently walk your feet behind your hands, coming into a forward fold, looking down, making sure your feet are about hip width distance apart. Crown of the head is towards the floor. Maybe grab your arms and kind of sway side to side, just loosening up the lower back. Taking an inhale and exhale. Okay, bring your hands to your knees. Inhale halfway up, nice flat back. Exhale down. Crown of the head towards the floor. Inhale your arms way up out to the side, fingertips way up. Bring your hands together, come through heart center. Standing in mountain pose. So rooting your feet down, maybe lifting your toes and dropping them down. And let's take our shoulders, let's roll our shoulders up, back, down, and around. Just a couple of times just to get a little bit loose up here. Just rounding around, just loosening everything up. And then go around in the other direction. Keeping your feet still grounded in the earth while you're opening up those shoulders. Okay, come back to mountaintop. Feel your feet really going down. Okay, let's go. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, fly out all the way down. Bring your hands to your knees. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Okay, now we step that right foot way back. Bring the right knee down. Okay, you can either keep your right foot curled, your toes curled under, or you can bring it down. I just like stretching out the bottom of my feet, so I keep it curled. Now make sure that left ankle is over the right knee. Come on up. Reach your arms up. Reach up, feeling an excellent stretch. Okay? I'm going to give you a little suggestion today to try and do, and you do not have to do this, okay? It's a little bit of a twist. So bring your right arm forward and your left arm back and twist around to your left side, keeping nice and balanced. Arms way out. And then come on back up, fingertips to the sky. Exhale your hands down by your front foot. Step that left foot back into the tabletop push-up. Lower yourself all the way down to your belly. Tops of the feet are to the floor. Hands are down by your chest. Press your hands into the floor and lift with your collarbone. Come up. You don't have to come up too far. Exhale down. Come on back to that tabletop push-up and then downward facing dog. And breathe. Nice big inhale and exhale. Okay, right foot. Okay, here we go with the right foot coming between the hand. So lift it up and bring it all the way through, however you do that. Drop the left knee down. Do what you want to do with that foot, the back foot. Make sure the right knee is over the right ankle. Come on up. Okay. Stretch up, feeling an excellent stretch in that left thigh. Okay, here we go with the twist. So left arm comes forward, right arm back. Okay, so twisting around using that vertebrae and the right rib cage is going around. Take a nice big inhale and exhale, and then bring your arms back up. Bring your hands down by your front foot, and then you're going to have that left foot come back next to your right foot into your forward fold. Okay, hands to your knees. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Inhale your arms way up, hands into prayer. Come on through and pause. All right, moving on. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way back down. Let's do our halfway up. Remember, crown of the head forward, tailbone back. Exhale down. Okay, take that left foot way back. We're going to come into our high lunge. So the left foot's facing forward. Some of you may need to drop the heel down like we did in Warrior One. That's all right. Okay, right knee over left ankle, and then come on up. Whatever works for you today, okay? The high lunges, as I've stated before, is not exactly the easiest pose to get into, but it certainly has excellent health benefits or muscle benefits, strength benefits. Hold yourself up, way up, way up, way up. Feel that excellent stretch. You're bringing that right hip back just a little bit. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale. Hands down by your front foot. Drop the left knee down. Bring the right knee around. Tabletop push-up. Lower yourself all the way down. Remember, your elbows are down by your sides, not too much, not hugging so much. And then come on up to a little cobra. Inhale, using your collarbone. Exhale down. And then come on back to your downward facing dog. Nice big inhale. And exhale, pressing the index finger and the thumb into the earth. Okay, left leg is going to come through your feet. Oh dear, right? So gingerly walk that left foot between your hands and then coming up to a high lunge on this side. Reach your arms up. Okay, feeling nice and steady. Okay, really, and you're pressing that back foot back and bending that front knee as much as you want to, and then that left hip is moving back just a little bit. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Watch that your ribs don't jet out. And exhale. Okay, bring your hands to your hips and step the right foot next to the left. Mountain pose. Okay. Let's do another one, shall we? Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale all the way back down. Crown of the head to the floor. Hands on your knees. Inhale halfway up. exhale down. Okay, I'm going to introduce you to Warrior Two. Bring your right foot way back and bring it into it's kind of 45-degree angle. And you're going to kind of line up that front heel with either the back arch or the back heel. All right? And then climb up that left knee and look down first and make sure the knee is going right over the front of your foot. So this is where you want to adjust as much as possible. So the knee is right over the ankle, it's not way over, okay? And then you're going to take your right arm and reach it to the back of the mat. So now you're facing the side of your mat. And then take the left arm out. So Warrior Two, unlike Warrior One, you're facing the side of the mat. Warrior One, if you recall, we were facing over that way. So this is Warrior Two. And you really have to watch that bent knee, that front knee. And you can look over the left arm, the center of the left arm, that left middle finger. And just feel it really stretching out. You're really rooting in. And it's the same direction I'm going to give you that I gave you on any of these wide angles. Just feel your inner thighs kind of squeezing together. Make sure your shoulders don't go up by your ears. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Okay, bring your hands to your hips. And then just lengthen that front leg, this is my left leg, it might be your right. And bring your foot around towards the front. And then just swivel around to the other side. So you're basically lined up. So the back foot is now, this is my left leg, it might be your right, is lined up. And then bend the front knee. Well, now it's the back knee. And it's going over the center of your foot. So like that middle toe-ish. Okay, you don't want it going in or out. Take that. This is my left arm, reaching towards the back of the mat, which is the front of my mat, and then reaching the other arm out into a T and coming into Warrior Two. And certainly adjust to what feels right. You may want a smaller stance. It's whatever works. And obviously the larger the stance, the more you're going to work. But make sure you keep good form. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale. Okay, bring your hands to your hips, bring the foot around. Take that right foot, step it to the front of your mat, coming into mountain pose. Okay, are you ready to do a tree? I know you've been practicing, so here we go. So let's start with coming up on our toes and back on our heels. Communicating all the way up to our brain that we can become a beautiful tree. So bend your knees a little bit and this is, I believe, your left leg. Start lifting the knee up. You can stay here. You can bring it out to the side. You can bring it to your calf. Remember, don't bring it to your knee joint. Maybe bring your hands into prayer. And if you fall out, just come back in. Don't make it such a big deal. Just do it. And then reach your arms up and breathe. And remember, trees sway. Bring your hands down into prayer. Your hands on your hips. One more moment like this. Maybe bring your knee forward and then come on down. If you were up for just a moment, congratulations. Okay? It takes practice. And we all want to keep our balance. So by doing this a lot more, you'll be able to balance a lot better. All right, so as we know, another side, we always have another side to do. So lift it up. And this might be the side that we have to give a little bit of compassion to, or not. And you'll notice how you're using that standing leg. So bring the bottom of your foot onto your calf or wherever you want. Bring your hands into prayer. And remember, you're using your abdominal, so that, that belly to the spine breath really helps keep you centered. Reach your arms up, fingertips to the sky, or ceiling in this case. Beautiful work. Hands down to your chest. Hands on your hips. Knee forward. Good work. And come on down. Wonderful work. You did a wonderful tree, I'm sure of it. All right, come on up to the front of your mat. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale all the way back down. Crown of the head to the sky. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Come on back to child's pose. So you're in tabletop. You bring your knees together and sit back. Now, this is a resting pose. Some of you may not be able to get your sit bones down far enough. So you can always use a block or a pillow underneath your sit bones if that helps you restore a little bit more. What you want to do is be able to release the lower back. Okay, walk your hands over to the right. Getting a good stretch along that left side. And then walk your hands over to the left. Good stretch on that right side. And then come on up into a tabletop push-up and lower yourself all the way down. I hope you used your arms. Okay, bring the tops of your hands to the floor. And then lift your collarbone up. Start with lifting your collarbone up, and then lift your arms up. And feel how that works for you. And then come on back down. So now we're going to get dynamic. So inhale, collarbone and arms. Exhale, come on down. And then inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And hold it. Hold it up here. Now, don't hold your breath. And then if you want to, lift your thighs off the ground. Okay, holding yourself way up and breathing. And remember, watch your neck. So maybe you want to look down towards your mat. And you're definitely using your whole back here. So really, really, really stretch up. And then come on back down and rest all the way down. Whew, right? All right. All right, let's get a little bit more back work, because it is important to have a strong back. So karate chop your arms out in front, so your thumbs are up towards the sky, and lift the right arm and left leg up. Okay, and hold it up there. Notice all the muscles you're using here. And then come on back down, and then left arm, right leg, lift it up, and come on back down. Now, anytime that you feel any strain, please stop. Inhale, right arm, left leg, pause at the top, exhale down. Inhale, left arm, right leg, hold it up, exhale down. Let's keep going. Inhale, right arm, left leg, hold it up, exhale down. Inhale, left arm, right leg, hold it up, exhale down. One more time. Inhale, right arm, left leg, hold it. Don't forget to breathe. Now holding it up there. And then come on back down. Left arm, right leg, hold it up there. Reaching up, pause, don't forget to breathe. And then exhale all the way back down. Okay, I'm going to take you, oh no, hold on, we're going to do I forgot. We got to stretch our quadriceps. So bend your right leg, reach around, grab your ankle, You certainly can be up on your left elbow if that works better for you. But remember, you're pressing your foot, your ankle, into your hand so that you feel a little bit more of a stretch through the quadricep and the hip flexors. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale, and then gently come down and switch sides. So reach around, and remember, you can always roll over to a side if you need to do that in order to grab your leg. That's fine too. Whatever works for you. Just feel a nice gentle stretch in your quads. The quads do a lot of work, don't they? Maybe some of you are ready to grab both ankles. Stretching that whole front body, right? Trying to bring your knees in as close together as you can. Well, closer, I should say. And then come on back down. Okay, now we're going to come into puppy pose. So come on up into tabletop, okay? And it's kind of a different variation of child's pose. Walk your hand a little further forward, and then just bring your forehead down to the ground. So you're not actually bringing your sit bones down towards your heels, but just getting a good stretch. And this might be a better variation for some of you, instead of doing child's pose, but doing puppy pose. And then come on up. Okay, let's come to our sit bones. Come on around. Feet out front. Bring your fingertips right behind you and elongate that spine. Maybe flex your feet, coming into Dandasana, which is known as staff pose. Inhale your arms all the way up, and then take your hands down to your thighs and just slowly let them guide down towards your feet. And it's not about getting all the way down, it's about feeling that whatever initial stretch in your back body. And take a nice big inhale and exhale. You may be able to grab your toes. That's okay. If you can't, that's okay too. And then come on up. Okay. So take the right, well, this is my right foot. This is your left sole of your foot, and bring it on the inside of your leg. So this is kind of like a sitting down a tree pose. And again, bring your fingertips behind you, because you may have adjusted your posture a little differently by doing this. And then again, inhale your arms up. Bring your hands down to your knee and just slide your hands down your leg and just feel the stretch. You may feel it a little bit more on the lower right side, left side of your back. It's my right foot, your left. Feeling excellent stretch. And then slowly come on back up. Okay, you're going to take that left foot, cross it over the opposite leg, take your right arm, I have to always think about this because I'm mirroring you, hug your knee and bring the left arm up and around, twisting around, relaxing your shoulders down, twisting around to the side, trying not to lose too much of your posture. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. And then come on back around and then straighten that leg. Let's take the opposite foot. Sole of the foot goes to the inner upper thigh. Again, adjust yourself so you're sitting up. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down to your knee or your thigh or wherever it's at, and then gently fold forward. And remember, this is not a race, it's a journey, okay? It's just a slow-paced journey. So when you come down, it's not about reaching for that foot. It's about letting hitting a nice stretch, and then with your breath, you may fold a little bit further organically. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come on back up. Take that foot, cross it over. Left arm hugs that knee. Right arm goes up and around, twisting around, relaxing over to the side. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale. Maybe you're twisting a little bit more on that exhale. I don't know, it's your body, you feel it. And then come on around to center. Okay, let's take the soles of our feet together. And it really doesn't matter how close it is. I just want you in that good habit. If you want to be closer, pick yourself up and move yourself forward. Your knees may be up. That's all right. And if it bothers you, you can put a block underneath your knees. That's okay too. And then if you want to, you can fold forward. Try not to round your back so much, okay? But what you're trying to do is get a little bit of a stretch in that inner thighs, back body. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. And you come on back up, maybe butterfly your legs a little bit, just loosening up, getting the blood flow down there, okay? All right, so come on around to the soles of the feet. All right, we'll come up into a excellent boat. I know you guys you people have been working on this, okay? So you're gonna start by grabbing the backs of your knees, lengthen your leg, lift one leg up, lift another leg up, okay? Maybe your hands are back here. That's all right too, as long as you're feeling something in your abdominal area, okay? And then maybe you're bringing your legs together and squeezing it and holding yourself up. You're definitely using your hip flexors a little bit, but these are all places we want strong, right? So inhale and exhale, maybe come down a little bit more. Inhale and exhale. I'm certainly shaking. Quivering is part of the journey if it's in your journey. Inhale and exhale. And then bring the soles of your feet to the floor. Hug your knees. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Okay, now using that upper body strength and abdominal strength that you just gained, you're going to roll one vertebrae at a time down to your back, right? Nice and slow. Real slow. All the way down. All right. Excellent work. Okay, so now we're down on our back. Let's do a hip stretch. So take your right foot, cross it over the top of your left knee. It's like you're sitting cross-legged out. If you want to go a little deeper, you might already start feeling a stretch there. Lift your left leg up, bring your hand through your legs, clasp your hands on the back of that thigh. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. And notice this stretch that's going on there. If your shoulders start coming off the ground, maybe you need to drop that left foot back down. But relax your shoulders down. This is more about a hip stretch. Lovely, lovely hip stretch. And then if you want, you can straighten the left leg up. You can rotate your ankle around one way and rotate it around another. And then slowly bring your foot back down to the earth. Uncross your legs. And just notice how your hips are feeling. They're probably full of lots of energy now that they've been stretched out. Okay, coming into bridge. So bring your arms either into robot or grab your mat. Start bringing your shoulder blades a little down towards the earth. Root your feet. Make sure you feel all areas of your feet rooting into the floor. And then when you're ready, lift your pelvis up. And then notice if you're favoring one side of your foot versus the other. See if you can really center everything. All right, let's get dynamic. So start lowering your pelvis down to the earth and then lift it back up. Just slow movements. So maybe exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, pressing your feet into the floor. Okay, and then one more time, hold it up, and notice your feet again. See if you can kind of soften your glutes. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but there's a little bit of softness that can go on there. And then slowly, slowly, slowly lower yourself all the way down to the floor. And then take your arms out to a T, heel toe your feet out almost as wide as the mat, and then windshield wiper your knees left and right, just loosening up anything that may have gotten a little intense, and getting ready before we go into Shavasana, the most important pose for your nervous system. And then straighten your legs out and just let them flop open. Bring your arms down by your sides, palms facing up, and relax everything. Just feel your body. Just drip, 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 just like candle wax melting into the earth. And then notice your breath. Notice the rise and fall. Maybe really take in the sensations of the cool air coming in and warm air going out. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Let the stress go. It's quite natural to have something come into your mind. If you can, just slowly and gently bring your focus back to your breath. Back to just letting everything go. You can certainly stay here for a lot longer. You'll reap many benefits if you do. Many health benefits. And if not, you can start moving your fingers and toes, just moving your digits around. And when you're ready, you roll over onto your right side and just stay there a moment. Just take in again, that relaxation, that calmness, that comfortable feeling you just generated. And when you're ready, come on up to a seated position, just like you started. Maybe roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Just relaxing a little bit more. Maybe take your hands into prayer. Inhale compassion to yourself, and exhale compassion to the world. Thank you for coming. Namaste.